1053.
Dothan's Country, B1053. Sam Hunt, Body Like a Back Road. It is 2:39 and about 76 degrees, 21 minutes before the hour of 3 o'clock here on your Friday afternoon. I'm Brother Ricky Carter in the Hometown Lender Studio, high atop the historic Houston Hotel on a beautiful, beautiful Black Friday. Did you get up early this morning? Are you one of those? Did you get up early and go shopping? Did you stand in line all morning for a air fryer or 4K TV? We'd love to hear from you. Hit us up on Facebook, B1053. Want to say hey to the RVU crew watching in on YouTube. I'll be with y'all in just a second. The biggest day for Alabama is tomorrow. It always is. The Iron Bowl. And right after this break, I got the War Eagle fight song for you Tigers fans. And I got some freaking Bama for Trace Adkins fans right here on B1053. Y'all stick around.
O'Reilly.
Take advantage of Black Friday deals at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Hey, RVU crew. Miss Barbara's at home and she is healing up, so I thought I'd come into work and maybe make a quick video as I do my afternoon show here on B1053 and show you exactly what it is I do for a living. Now, this is the fun part of what I do. They still let me get on the air every now and then and talk to the listeners. Most of my job is engineering. I maintain the transmitters and the towers and the microphones and the consoles, and I keep everything running as best I can. But that's what I do, so come with me as we take a tour. Welcome aboard. I'm Ricky, or as you heard on the air, Brother Ricky Carter from RV Underway. Miss Barbara is taking a day or two or a week or two off while she heals from her recent surgery. I'll link the video right up here of her recent eyelid surgery. But she's healing, so I thought I'd come into work today on Black Friday and show you around the studios and the equipment rooms of Wiregrass Radio. This is how I make my living to finance what we do on the road in our RV Matilda. We really enjoy our time in the RV, but I'm still working full-time to finance that, so it's probably going to be another year or two before we can cut loose from this full-time and hit the road. We can't wait. So I thought I'd show you around today. This is what finances our RV excursions at RV Underway. We thank you for liking our channel. We recently went over 200 subscribers, and we thank you for that. Please click on the subscribe button. Also, if you like this video, click the like button. Ring that bell so you'll be notified when new videos are available. And thank you so much. Please do share as well. We certainly would appreciate that. So come on as we take a look around the radio station. Yeah, I know it's kind of a mess. This is the engineering office. This is where I spend a little bit of my day when I have to get online and order parts and answer emails and stuff. I do it from this little hole right here. This used to be an AM sports talk station, ESPN 770 on AM, and all the knickknacks are still on the bulkheads, and the old console is still here, and a lot of the old headsets and stuff are still in here. We just never cleaned it all up. I just kind of moved in. This is Magic 93.1, the People's Station. This is our biggest radio station at 45,000 watts, and it broadcasts out of Blakely, Georgia. Our studios are right here in Dothan, but that's what we have in this studio here. This is also the Alabama Crimson Tide voice in the Wiregrass. Snowing and blowing. This is our 102.5, the Q station. We play the best of the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s on this radio station. Probably one of my favorites. This is also the home of the Auburn Tigers. War Eagle Radio is right here on this station in the Wiregrass. Looks like you got to work on this microphone. This is Rock 100.5. This is our modern rock radio station. I don't listen to it much. I do a quality control check on it every now and then to make sure it sounds good, but it's not really my music. It's just a weird studio. And this is our humble production room. We use a production room to cut all our commercials that go on the air and also to groom all of the imaging elements that you hear between songs, like jingles and liners and things like that. We do all that in here. We have a gentleman who works here all day, and that's his job, is to make us sound good and make the commercials sound good. And I really don't care what anybody says. This is the heartbeat of the radio station. It all starts right here. Down the hall are the programming offices. That's where the guys sit and program all the music and contact the consultants to tell us what it is we need to play to reach the listener's ear. Yeah, we got consultants. We pay them to tell us what it is we need to play, even though we could just ask our listeners. It's the way the business runs. In here are the real brains of the organization. She's not here today. She is our traffic, bookkeeping, receptionist, boss. She runs the whole works. In here is where all the receivables and all of the accounts take place and all the billing takes place. She schedules all the commercials on all the radio stations, when they play, how many times they play, and then how we bill the customer for it. This is where the brains of the operation is. If something goes wrong in this radio station, we check in with Miss Nikki. As I said on the air earlier, it is a gorgeous day here for Black Friday in South Alabama. And I don't know, kind of calm and serene out here. As a matter of fact, we got a crew over here that's putting a new membrane on top of a building. But these are some of our tools here that we use. We have microwave dishes. We got the old Doppler radar. We're up on the roof of the historic Houston Hotel. It's now a complex for a TV station and our radio stations. But I used to work for the TV station about 10 years ago and have worked on most of this gear here. We're going to take you up here on top of the elevator house. That's where most of my equipment is. About 10 years ago, I used to work for the TV station in the engineering department, and they tasked me and another engineer with putting together a video for our ENG truck. That was a satellite truck. It was kind of like a camper with a satellite dish on it. So we made that video. We had a lot of fun with it, and I'll link to it right up here. You might want to check that out. It's kind of a hoot. We share this building with TV stations on the first and second floor, and this is their massive microwave dish that shoots their signal about 36 miles down into Florida to their 2,000-foot tower. I've been down there, never up the tower. Insurance wouldn't allow it when I was an engineer for the TV station, but this is also what is called an SDA. It's a directional antenna. So when our live truck goes out and shoots microwave video and audio back to the TV station, we rotate this inside so that we can find and get a clean signal, strong signal from wherever the live truck happens to be throughout the Wiregrass area. But as you can see, a beautiful day. What a gorgeous day out here. I told you that these antennas shoot our signals over to the transmitter site, so let's say we go over to the transmitter site right now. Yeah, I know it's some bad shot composition with the sunset behind me, but I wanted to show you the exterior of our transmitter building and our tower here in Dothan, Alabama. We also have a facility over in Blakely, Georgia, about 35 miles away. We're not going to go over there, but I wanted to show you around the inside here. Well, this is where the rubber hits the road, so to speak, in the radio broadcasting industry. That signal comes from downtown in that building where we were. It comes out here, and then the transmitters get a hold of it and boost that signal up. This is B1053. This is the station I was on this afternoon. 105.3 megahertz, 1025 the Q, and Rock 100.5 there in the back. Over here on this side, a couple of project computers, an RVR computer from Italy, which I've got to work on, but I got to learn how to speak Italian first. And then another old boss over there I've got to get running because we need it to replace 1025 the Q. So there's always something to do. This right here is a 3-station combiner. It takes B1053, 1025 the Q, and Rock 100.5. It takes all their frequencies and matches them so that they can be broadcast out of one antenna up on the tower. And once they've been combined, they head off to the tower through that port up there on a large coax cable. And finally, RVU crew, I want to introduce you to Bertha. Bertha is about a 40-year-old transmitter, an FM transmitter from CCA. Hard to find parts, hard to find engineers who can work on her. But she's done her yeoman's duty, and now she's retired, and I keep her around for sentimental reasons because I cut my teeth on transmitters just like Bertha many, many years ago. So when the time comes to go full-time RVing, hopefully in the next year and a half, 2 years, I got to figure out how to get Bertha in my RV. I'm not real sure Miss Barbara's going to like that. Well, that's just about going to wrap up our Black Friday tour of the studios downtown, our transmission plant out here in Dothan, Alabama. This is what I do to earn a living so that I can get out there and enjoy RV living. But Miss Barbara is back home recuperating, and she's hungry and she wants me to bring her some food. So I got to stop and get us something to eat and head home, and when I get back in more comfortable surroundings, I'll wrap this video up. Yeah, this is a lot better. A little more comfortable. Got me a cup of coffee. I'm in Matilda, our RV. This is where I do most of my video editing. I did bring food home for Miss Barbara if you were worried about that. Got her fed. We watched a little football. She went back upstairs and is taking a nap now, still recuperating. Slow process, but we'll get there. I do want to apologize to you though, because this new Canon M50 camera I got, I'm not real familiar with the autofocus, and I had it set on facial recognition, and it seems like it thought the microphones and everything else throughout the studios was my face instead of me, so there was a lot of focus issues there. I'm going to work it out. I'm gonna whip this thing, so it's a learning process, and I'll get that. Also, I didn't realize going up on the roof with the RF dishes up there and the satellite STL microwave dishes was going to interfere on the audio track of this M50, but those RF signals were bleeding into that track and you could hear it, so I apologize for those, but lesson learned. So I do hope you enjoyed this Black Friday tour of the studios and transmission plant. It's what I do to earn a living so that I can really get out and live with my lovely bride, Miss Barbara, in our lovely RV, Matilda, on the weekends and long weeks. It's what we live for. So if you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up and click on that big red button, the subscribe button, if you're not already a subscriber, and make sure you ring the bell so that you'll be notified when new videos are available on RV Underway, the YouTube channel. And also share our videos. We certainly would appreciate it. And before I go, let me just say a couple more things. God bless our troops, and God bless President Trump for going to Afghanistan to see him. And if you don't think that's a good thing, you can just kiss my Now get out of here. I'm not censoring that. You can kiss my ass. Also, I want to remind you folks that there are men and women serving this country overseas and here in the States who will be away from their families and loved ones this holiday season. I'm going to put a link in the comments below, a website where you can go to send a care package. I've been there, haze gray and underway on some foreign sea, all by myself on Christmas Eve as a young seaman. I've been in the barracks over in Australia, all by myself during the holidays, but I did have a care package from Mom and Daddy, and I had some of Mama's cookies in there, and I had a gift, and I had a letter. It's important. It means a lot. So use that link below and send a care package, a letter, or a card to a service member. You don't even have to know them. Just go ahead and send them one. They certainly would appreciate it. It's going to mean a whole lot to them, I can guarantee it. So until I see you again, fair winds and following seas.